All right, Kate, time for another edition of How Well Does Kate Know Information About Friends? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. All right, this time it's how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends?
Okay, because I think I went 10 for 10 on who said it, Ross or Rachel.
Okay, I was curious. I thought this seemed familiar, but we have not done this specific one yet.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. How did Ross and Rachel meet? Through shared college classes, through Monica at school, through family friends as children, through the same job out of college. How did Ross and Rachel meet, Kate?
Family friends as children.
Through family friends as children, says Kate?
Yep.
Oh. Incorrect.
No, it's not.
It says through Monica at school.
Okay.
You disagree?
I disagree.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
11% of people shared your guess.
Because the Greens and Gellers were friends when they were little, not just high school when they went to school. But okay.
But all these other, I mean, the majority of the, let me see here. 11% guessed through family friends as children. 0% said through the same job out of college. And 2% through shared college classes.
Because Monica dated Dr. Richard, who was friends with the Greens and the Gellers when they were kids. And so they all knew each other when they were kids. It's fine. It's okay. Is this BuzzFeed?
Well, let's see. What is this? It is hiddenremote.com.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you're saying 87% of people that chose through Monica at school are incorrect?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's well known that they went to high school together. But during the Richard storyline, they talk about when they were kids together and saw Dr. Richard with their parents. So.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. I know I'm right, but I'll take it wrong because it's wrong on the quiz.
Okay, so you are 0 for 1 with an asterisk on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends. Ready?
Right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Number 2, which friend tells Rachel that Ross has feelings for her in season 1? Is it Chandler, Joey, Monica, or Phoebe? Kate?
Chandler.
Chandler, I click on Chandler, and you are correct.
Yep.
Good job.
He's talking about Christmas presents. Okay.
You are 1 for 2 with an asterisk on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends. Who catches Ross and Rachel sleeping together at the museum? Ross's parents, children attending the museum, Joey and Chandler, or Monica?
Children attending the museum.
Children attending the museum, says Kate. And you are correct.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
On a roll now. All right. In which episode do Ross and Rachel say, I love you for the first time? The one where no one's ready? The one with the race car bed? The one with the 2 parties? Or the one where Old Yeller dies? In which episode do Ross and Rachel say, I love you for the first time, Kate?
I want to say the one where no one's ready because they're in a fight.
All right.
But it's, wait, hold on. The one where no one's ready. And then what's my next option?
The one with the race car bed, the one with the 2 parties, or the one where Old Yeller dies?
Okay, so they're talking about school systems and moving out of the city. And she's like, Ross, I don't even know where we're going to dinner. And he's like, well, I think about these things because I love you. And she's like, good, well, I love you. Well, that's the first time we've ever said that. So you better come over here and kiss me. Ooh, is it the race car bed? I don't think it's the one where no one's ready.
Okay.
I'm eliminating that one. That's the one where Ross is going to drink the fat. Let's... I'm going to go with race car bed.
The one with the race car bed. In which episode do Ross and Rachel say, I love you for the first time? It is the one where Old Yeller dies.
Doggone it.
According to this deal.
Doggone it. Okay.
I'm sorry, Kate.
That's all right. At least I know the scene. I know the scene. I just don't know the episode. Okay.
All right. You are 2 for 4. You are now 2 for 4 on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends. You quasi-contested the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So there was an asterisk on there. Who is one of the men Ross gets jealous over in season 3? Rachel's dad, Leonard, Joey, Rachel's old teacher, Robert, or Rachel's coworker, Mark? Who is one of the men Ross gets jealous over in season 3, Kate?
Mark. Her coworker, Mark.
Rachel's coworker, Mark, says Kate, and you are correct. Way to go.
Woo!
You are now 3 for 5 on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends, Kate? Are you ready?
Yes.
Who does Ross sleep with when he and Rachel are on a, quote, break? Who does Ross sleep with when he and Rachel are on a break?
The copy chick. The girl from the copy center.
Okay, so would that be Phoebe, Chloe, Jessica, or Roberta?
Chloe.
Chloe. Correct.
Yeah.
Who does Ross sleep with when he and Rachel are on a break? Chloe. All right. You're now 4 for 6, Kate. How well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends? What does Ross turn down in order to help Rachel after she breaks her rib? A fossil trip to Australia, a new job in California, a family reunion in New Jersey, or an appearance on the Discovery Channel. What does Ross turn down in order to help Rachel after she breaks her rib?
Discovery Channel, and he puts on her makeup for her.
An appearance on the Discovery Channel is correct. You're on a roll here.
Woo!
Kate, you are 5 for 7 on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends. Does Rachel get invited to Ross and Emily's wedding? Yes or no? Does Rachel get invited to Ross and Emily's wedding? Yes or no?
Ooh, she wasn't going to, then she does, but then I know she turns down the wedding. She does get invited.
Okay. Kate says yes, Rachel does get invited to Ross and Emily's wedding, and you are correct.
Woo!
And you are now 6 for 8, Kate, on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends. How many times does Ross say he and Rachel had sex in the episode The One?
This is such a good one. Okay, go ahead.
How many times does Ross say he and Rachel had sex in the episode The One with the Cop? 77 times, 108 times, 544 times, or 298 times, Kate? How many times does Ross say he and Rachel had sex in the episode The One with the Cop?
What are the numbers again?
77, 108, 544, or 298. Not a catchy number, I guess.
I was leaning towards the larger numbers, but then when I hear him saying it, when she calls him a loser, you kept track? What a loser. He's like, a loser that you had slept with.
X number of times.
77 times.
You think it's 77?
No, I think it's got to be a 3-digit.
Okay, that would leave 108 times, 544 times, or 298 times. How many times does Ross say he and Rachel had sex in the episode The One with the Cop?
108. I don't think that's right, but I don't think the other ones are right. 108. 108. I'm going with it.
Okay.
The loser you slept with 108 times.
298.
Damn it. Doggone it.
And you are now 6 for 9 on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends. This one for all the marbles. This will determine whether you have won or lost, Kate.
Okay.
Do Ross and Rachel end up together at the end? Yes or no?
Yes.
Too easy.
She got off the plane.
Too easy.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers for Friends.
Yep, she got off the plane.
Good job, Kate. You are 7 for 10 on how well do you know Ross and Rachel's relationship from Friends, and you have won. Dun-dun-dun.
Man.
Dun-dun-dun. Good job.
Should have done better. It's okay.
For anyone who missed it earlier, Kate did contest the first question.
Yeah.
How did Ross and Rachel meet? You say it was through family friends as children. And the quiz says through Monica at school.
I think I should have contested before I answered, so you weren't like, oh, you're just saying that because you got it wrong, which you did not say, but I think that's why it should have an asterisk, because everybody knows that they went to high school together, but there's another part of the storyline that's not as well publicized, so I thought it was like a deep dive answer.
Okay.
So,
well, if you, dear listener, have thoughts on how did Ross and Rachel meet, and to whether it is what Kate said through family friends as children, or what through this website, and
what's the name of it again?
This website?
Yeah.
hiddenremote.com.
Hidden Remote, that's it.
Yeah. You pointed me to this website. This was your...
Nice.
What?
That I pointed you towards it. Must be a reputable one that I should email. They actually met as kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on Facebook, Matt and Kate on Facebook, if you have any thoughts on how did Ross and Rachael meet, and whether Kate is correct through family, friends, and children, or whether the online quiz is correct through Monica at school.
Mm-hmm.
In the online quiz, 87% agree that it was through Monica at school.
Yep.
All right. Da-da-da.
Matt, today is Brother's Day. Did you get your brothers any gifts for Brother's Day?
No, I feel like we mentioned this last year, and we have vowed to not give each other gifts on Brother's Day. Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah. Do you think people are actually doing that? Did you get something for your brother?
I might text him and say Happy Brother's Day.
Okay.
To my brothers. Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Usually we acknowledge Siblings Day more than we acknowledge Brothers or Sisters Day.
That way it can be a mutual thing.
Yeah.
That's good.
We've got a group text with the four of us, and we'll say Happy Siblings Day.
Oh, how wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no plans for Brother's Day.
Not even like a social media post or anything?
Well, I've got more on news in my social media life a little bit later on in the show.
Oh.
So, no, I'm not going to hashtag anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Big happenings.
Well, forget Brother's Day. What's going on?
Oh, you don't care about Brother's Day anymore?
I mean, Happy Brother's Day, brothers.
Isn't that what's going on with my social media?
Yes.
I am only checking Twitter for mentions and notifications now.
What?
I was using Twitter too much. Depending on the day of the week, because I would catch up a lot on the weekend, I was anywhere from an hour, 2 hours a day on Twitter, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And magically, I've got all kinds of time, because I first started toying around with this idea like last Wednesday, maybe? Somewhere in there. And it's been nice.
Okay, so you're only checking Twitter for mentions? So if someone mentions you, you're like, you get a notification, and you're like, oh, better check this.
No, I just manually open the Twitter app and see what's there, because I don't have push notifications turned on for it.
Okay.
So just from time to time, I tap on the little Twitter icon on my phone and see, is there any action items in here? But otherwise, no, I'm not scrolling Twitter at the moment, taking a break.
Okay.
Yeah, feels
but
great.
You still have the app on your phone.
I do. Actually, so I have two different Twitter apps. I have Tweetbot. That is my primary Twitter app.
Okay.
No ads in there. Yeah, it's a third-party app. So I deleted that one because that was the one that was like staring at me when I opened my phone, you know?
Okay.
And then the official Twitter app is the other one I have, and it's buried a few pages over my home screen.
Okay. So it's not staring at you?
Right. The temptation, right, isn't quite there.
So what are you doing with all your free time?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I remember the weekend seeming a lot longer.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Like, why does it seem like I got more time this weekend? And then I was all, maybe because I'm not catching up on Twitter here. I don't know.
So when you're saying like 2 hours a day, would that be 2 hours consecutively or 2 hours total? Like 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there?
Most of it was concentrated, so when I'm in Twitter mode, when I'm checking Twitter, I don't check it at work at all.
Okay.
Each day. Like typically I wait until I get home. And then it's like during the week, if I'm catching up every day, like if I don't have evening plans or afternoon plans or whatever, I could potentially sit there for an hour and scroll through it. And then the 2 hour deal would be more like a Saturday or Sunday, where I was catching up on the things I couldn't scroll all the way through, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
I would declare a Twitter bankruptcy potentially and just scroll to the top and then go reverse chronological with it.
Does that mean like the newest stuff first?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Reverse chronological. Yeah. So anyway, it's nice. So I was scrolling through whatever day it was. I was scrolling through and I saw the same depressing news like every 5 minutes. And I thought, do I really need to be jabbed in the ribs so much voluntarily?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, let's take a break. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so how many days have we been on break?
I don't know, 6 or 7.
Nice.
Something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, because I'm fairly certain it was Tuesday or Wednesday of last week.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it feels nice. It does.
Good job.
And I don't really check the other one. I mean, I have to log into Facebook and post things to Facebook from time to time for the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been using Instagram in forever either. And now I just use my RSS reader to flip through headlines, more or less. So not surfaced by social media, but just subscriptions to a bunch of different website headlines, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So anyway, and it didn't help that Elon Musk was buying Twitter. That did not help my enthusiasm for the platform.
No.
Although, I don't know, I haven't checked in the last few minutes. Is he still buying Twitter?
Well, I thought there was like a freeze, like a hold.
Well, he made up some crap about how, I got to investigate how many bots there are. And it's like, didn't you say you were buying Twitter because there was a bot problem and you said you could get your brain around it? So I think he's got a little bit of buyer's remorse, is my guess. I'm just trying to get out of it. But it's got a deal where if he backs out, he's got to pay him like $1 billion or $2 billion, something like that.
Yikes.
Yep. He's got some money, though. He'll be fine.
He's got some cash laying around.
Yeah. Less than he had, a few weeks ago. The stock market's kind of tanked at last check. I don't think his stocks are doing very well either.
I thought I saw something like he lost $44 billion in one day.
I don't know. That seems like a lot.
Extreme.
Yeah.
But I also didn't investigate because I was like, if it's about Twitter, I don't care.
Elon Musk. I don't think it is. It says $10 billion in net worth in a single day. And this one says $12 billion in one day. This one says $11 billion poor on Friday. So maybe, I don't know. So there's lots of different numbers. Yeah, added up and maybe that's it. Elon Musk has lost $49 billion since first offering to buy Twitter for $44 billion.
Okay, not in one day, but I did hear there we go.
That's from Fortune.
Okay.
Magazine. So, he's lost $49 billion after offering to buy Twitter for $44. He just wants a better deal on it.
Yeah.
And they're like, you kind of signed this legally binding document, but that hasn't really deterred him before on things, so I don't know. A lot of people like him a lot, and he's done some cool, like SpaceX is really cool. Tesla, kind of obvious, but that's really cool. But he's just such a troll on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's just a bit much.
He's not my favorite.
No?
No. I tried to watch Saturday Night Live with him. And his monologue was okay, but I couldn't get into any of the skits with him. I was like, okay, that's enough.
Was he just...
Awkward.
Awkward. Okay.
It wasn't funny.
That sounds like him, yeah.
It just felt like I was watching to see if he was going to be awkward or mess up. And I thought, this isn't funny that way. So, yeah, I just stopped watching.
Did you watch the finale? SNL finale?
No, I didn't. But I heard Pete Davidson is leaving.
Yeah, so I watched that clip where he was on Weekend Update. And
yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
And basically talks about how much he loves Lorne Michaels.
Yeah. Oh.
But other people are leaving too. Is like Kate McKinnon leaving?
I don't know. There's been rumorville about Kate McKinnon leaving for years. So I've not looked into it because I was like, I've been paying attention to that for years. So
yeah. Kate McKinnon, gone.
Bye-bye.
Pete Davidson, gone.
Oh.
And then A.D. Bryant and Kyle Mooney, who I'm not familiar with.
I love A.D. Bryant. She's leaving?
According to this, yes.
Who's Kyle Mooney?
I don't know.
Oh, that guy.
Remember the part where I said I didn't know who he was? Oh, okay.
He's got the long hair now.
So he can go because of the long hair?
No, that's how I was like, that guy with the long hair. Yeah. He has some good characters. He's just not my favorite. So it's okay if he leaves.
Okay. But it's a couple big names there. Kate McKinnon and Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Although, was Pete Davidson in that many sketches, or was he more just the commentary dude at Update?
He used to be in sketches. I think he's kind of phased out of sketches, but...
you, dear listener, are correct. Kate and I aren't exactly watching that much SNL.
No.
No.
Nope. I watch SNL on Monday or Tuesday on YouTube in clips. I don't watch it on Saturday night.
Yeah. Same. If something's...
Yeah.
Basically, if the title of the YouTube video is compelling, I might watch. But past my bedtime on Saturday nights. Gotta go nar.
Nar. Matt's tie.
On special occasions, I can drink some coffee or tea and stay up late. Woo! But every new episode of SNL is not that occasion. It's one thing to have some plans to go out and, go highfalutin around town, maybe in the dot. That's a reference to you saying highfalutin in the dot.
I was like, are you going out in the dot?
No, I was just, once I said highfalutin, I remember you talking about highfalutin in the dot, how highfalutin they are in the dot these days, and it jumped into my brain from a previous edition of Matt and Kate, which you could find in your podcast player of choice, dear listener.
West Wyandotte.
Go get it.
The dot. Love the dot.
I believe the name of the podcast itself was Highfalutin in the Dot.
Easy peasy to find it that way.
Go get it. And you can catch up on years. How far back does the Matt and Kate podcast go? A lot. There's a lot of old episodes in there. Go get you some.
Get you some.
And share it with a friend. There you go.
Tell your friends. Matt, May 24th is also Asparagus Day, National Escargot Day, National Scavenger Hunt Day, International Tiara Day, and Brothers Day.
Wow, there is a lot going on there. Okay, so thumbs up to asparagus. I've never had escargot.
I haven't either.
I don't think I've ever worn a tiara.
Oh, you're not living then, Matt. You're not living.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? Was there another one?
Scavenger Hunt Day.
Scavenger Hunt Day. Yeah, it'd be fun. You and the kids ever go on a scavenger hunt? Or are you guys going to scavenge today?
Scavenger hunts, I feel like, take a lot of work to put them together. We've done a couple of scavenger hunts for the kids, like around Halloween, when we did Halloween parties with the kids, with like my kids and my brother's kids. Like we did a couple of scavenger hunts, which was kind of fun, but it took a lot of work.
How did the hunt go? You actually hid things?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have clues?
Yep.
Okay, I was trying to make, it's been a long time since
They were not rhymey clues, that's for sure.
Are they supposed to rhyme?
No, it was like we were trying to be like kind of rhymey, like.
Oh, I see.
The thing you wish to seek to find, da 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 da. Yeah, like. Yeah, no, we didn't do that.
The thing you might be looking to find is something that is on your mind. A tiara.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, no, scavenger hunts take a lot of work.
A lot of people, won't they do like a photo scavenger hunt? Like go take a photo with a statue? Something like that?
Oh, I don't know.
Not a deal?
That sounds good, though.
Maybe not. To look into it and get back with you here.
Okay.
You guys going to rock some tiaras today? The being Tiara Day?
I know the girls used to have a tiara. I don't know where my tiara is anymore. I think it got probably Goodwilled.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Yeah. Because, I mean, why do you hang on to your tiara from high school? I don't know.
Why do I hang on to any of the things I still have from high school? I don't know.
I know.
I guess some of it's sentimental, but I stumble upon my high school yearbook from time to time.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm featured in there a lot, my senior yearbook, and it makes me self-conscious. Yep.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Just because it's me.
Were you self-conscious then? That you were in the yearbook a lot?
I don't think so. No, I think I was okay with it then.
So 20 years later, now you're having issues?
Well, it's just one of those things, if you go look back at old photos of yourself, you might be like, oh, wow, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I look like a little kid there. Senior year.
Because you were.
Little baby.
You were.
Okay.
Were you on yearbook?
I was not, no.
Okay.
I don't think I ever was.
I wasn't either.
I think my English teacher, whatever year, was trying to push me to do it, but I had too many other things going on with band and forensics and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But I'm surprised you didn't do it. What with your English background?
No, our yearbook class was at the same time as another class that I couldn't get out of, and they wanted you to do yearbook for 2 years, and I couldn't go to the first year, so I was like, I might as well skip the second year. So
once you do it for 2 years, that way you can be like a yearbook apprentice the first year and then be a pro the second year, you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. It was just always at the middle of the day, and I always had classes that I couldn't get out of. I couldn't switch around, so I was like, it worked out.
Same. Yeah, since I wanted to be in stage band all 4 years, I had to make up credits elsewhere, so that's why I was doing forensics before school, more or less, and then had to do forensic meets and stuff like that,
How was that?
Which was fun. I enjoyed it, more or less. It was okay.
What's the difference between forensics and debate?
Forensics is like improv, whereas debate is debate.
Okay, but what are you improving? Somebody just gives you a topic and you improv?
Oh, gosh. This is hurting my brain. I've got to rewind too much. I think maybe it varied, like you were given a couple premises. I'm sorry to anyone in forensics currently who is yelling at the radio about how it exactly works as I try to explain it. I forget if there were a lot of premises. There were different types of forensic activities, which I also am going to fail to explain appropriately. But that's it, more or less. It's improv.
But it's not always like comedy, right? You're not trying to
not necessarily
make the judges laugh. When I think of improv comedy, but that's not
necessarily right.
Okay.
Right. Basically, you might be given a scenario. Maybe there's certain ones you can sign up for to say like, oh yeah, I want to do some comedy.
How fast you can think on your feet, essentially? Yeah,
basically you and your partner go away for 10 minutes and work on this particular challenge. It's slowly coming back to me here, but
okay.
I feel like I'm still butchering it. But that's it, more or less. It's kind of writing and acting versus debating, whatever topic.
Okay, and then who are the judges?
Parents.
Okay.
Yeah, so your school would host the deal. Right. So St. Thomas Aquinas would be the host location for one weekend. And then like my parents would be judges, for example.
The host parents are the judges?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep. Are you interested?
Is it like a score of 1 to 10?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Are you interested? Maybe
I just don't understand it.
The kids? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's very difficult for my brain to go back that far to remember too much.
Gotcha.
About it, but
I mean, I knew it existed, but I kind of thought forensics and debate went hand in hand, but sounding like no.
Yeah, they're complementary, I guess, but
did they overlap? Like you had to, I can't do forensics this week because I've got debate this week, or is it like 2 separate seasons?
I forget. It may have been 2 separate seasons, but don't hold me to that because I think a lot of people did both. I possibly did both.
Yeah.
But I feel like no. Basically, it was my speech credit, because you had speech class like your freshman year, maybe.
Yeah.
And so that was a way to get a speech credit was to do forensics before school / meets on the weekend.
So then you didn't have to take speech class?
Correct. Right.
Nice.
Yeah. It turns out I can still speak.
And get paid to.
I know. It's wild.